we have a double workout on deck, and the first part is going to be spicy. Welcome to Run Free and Strong. I'm Reto. I'm going to hand the mic to Coach Christian to explain today's workout.
This morning we are down by the Brewster High School track to do something very special. Today we're going to be doing a 100-meter time trial. I'm super excited to see how this goes. It's going to go out nice and controlled and just run the whole thing hard, and I'm sure he's going to do great. We're going to come back in the afternoon to do a workout centered around miles to continue building up that endurance and lactate threshold. So we will talk more about that then. Nice and controlled first lap. Remember, you got one of these to do, okay? And what we talked about, be there around 46, you'll be good, okay? Give all you got. Okay. Set. Go! $60. Looking great. 70, perfect. You look so good. Keep it up. You got literally a lap, and that's it. You're done after that. 85. Keep going. You got a 300. Great job. Closing in on the last 200. Where's that speed? 250. Everything you got. Go. Three minutes. Let's break 3:10. 05, 06, 07, 08, 09, 10. Good job.
3:10, nice even. I think it came through 94, 95. So nice even. With 150 to go, my legs tighten up. Lactate was like I've never felt before, even during our workouts. And I struggled the last 100 to lift the legs, keep moving, and finish. I had nothing left. It wasn't aerobic so much as a lactate. Happy, got that done. 3:10, not great, but good. Probably puts me at a high 6-minute mile pace. Usually the formula is double your 800 time and at about 30 seconds. So thanks, coach.
That was the 800-meter time trial. Super happy with that. 3:10, crushed it, very solid. Back-to-back 95s. Those are kind of the targets thereabouts that we've been doing with the 400s, and having them do this, in the morning, tight, all those factors has been great. So I'm happy with it, and we'll come back in the afternoon to do those miles. Hey guys, so we are back at the Brewster High School track for workout number 2, even though the morning was a time trial. This is a double, so very tough, and I'm excited for this one. This is going to be a repeat of a prior workout called Pressure Cooker, where we did 4x100 and then a mile with a cut down twist to it, and then 4x100. The goal here is not to crush the mile in terms of pace. Goal is to simulate after you're exhausted, which, given the time trial in the beginning of the day, plus now the 4x100 and the 4x100 on the back, and that's definitely going to be the case. The rough target's going to be 157, about 355, which is around 750-ish pace, 552 at the 12, and then the goal is the last lap, cutting down a solid 8 to 10 seconds per rep. So that's going to be roughly finishing around 740 to 742, 743-ish. If he can accomplish that, which will be the target of this workout, that'll be great. And we'll see how he does.
I've completed my warm-up, and this part 2 of the double is going to suck. The back of my legs are extremely tight. My calves, my hamstrings, and my glutes. The lactate's gone. We're going to give it our best shot. Let's go, guys.
Ready, set, go. Look good. Set, go. You get about 2.5 minutes before we start. Remember, nice and controlled tempo, pace, and we're trying to replicate being gassed towards the end of a race here. So 157 first lap is fine, even a couple seconds slower, okay? Remember, the last lap is when you crank on a little bit of the jets, but otherwise, if you're still alive. Nice and easy. Set, go. Nice and relaxed. Settle into a good pace. 130, easy. $140, nice and relaxed. You got this. Perfect. That was right where you want them. We're at about 158 low, so perfect. Shade fast. 45. Settle in on the next lap. 355, great job. There you go. Awesome. 440, perfect. 450. Great job. Easy. 540. All right, last lap. This is when you crank it up just 2 notches, okay? 548. There you go, 1 lap to go. Great job. You're a trooper. I'll see you by the finish line. You got less than a 300. 630. 200. 05. Fantastic. Great job. Run it in hard. Nailing it. 26, 27, 28, 29.
I think your watch is off. I think your watch is off.
What'd you have?
I had 727. I'll show you.
All right, 27.
Yeah.
Awesome job. Killed it.
Yeah, well, it was good. I need my breath back.
Here we go. Set. Go. Nice. 19. Insane. Set. Go. You're good. Easy. Easy, easy. $18. So, workout done. This is coming off of that 310 time trial this morning with 800. He was already going to be definitely not fresh, tired, legs locked up a bit, and I had the expectation that we would go roughly around 740, maybe 745 on the mile, cutting down from my initial target of 157, 355, and so on and so forth. Was after the 4x100 initially, which I think he averaged around 21 for the first set, and the mile itself on the third lap, I couldn't believe it. I think he came in around 547, which is already 5 seconds faster from where I wanted, around 552. And then the last lap, he crushed a 140 to close and finish in 727, which is exactly what we were looking for. I would have been happy with 147 last lap, but 140 is, you know, that's great in my books. And then the final 4x100 averaged around 19. One of them he ran 18. So overall, fantastic workout. This is another one for the books. I'm very happy to see where he is at in terms of his speed. His late in the race endurance is definitely going to be picking up from this. So great job.
I'm happy with the double today, and another successive success with completing the reps that coach prescribed. So that's a win, and beat the targets, another win. And just being able to do 2 of these in a day, and learning what it would feel like in a race when the legs are fatigued and the lactate is flooding and our brain says stop. So these are great workouts. pushing through on that mile with the cut down the last 400, given the state of my legs, took a lot of physical power and a lot of mental power. So again, another win. Kudos again to Coach Christian for another great workout and coaching me through it and being there when I needed him, when my mind started to wander, particularly as he said in the last video on the longer reps, you have more time to think, and sometimes we put ourselves in a bad place. So he was there to make sure this train doesn't go off the rails. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, would appreciate if you click subscribe. We have less than a week to go to the Yeti 100-mile endurance run next Friday, September 26th. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.